Hello! Wait, let me actually do something here real quick. Hold up. Hold up. There it is. Alright. Now hello! What was I doing? Fuck, I just came from here. This won't open. So in that case, I guess I'm going back out here. Yeehaw! I will think that container into submission one day. Through sheer force of will, I will make this container open. I don't know how yet, but I will. It's gonna happen. Pile of cargo belts used for heavy lifting. One says vermilion. Speaker tower is silent. There is no work to organize in the yard below. Oh no. Where are our scabs when we need them? The hell? There we go. That's better. What's this over here? More Freal? I am getting rich. Industrial-sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. Fuck. There's so much stuff hanging out around the harbor. It's all mine. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. Hello.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
That doesn't rhyme.
The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Yeah, I knew that the whole time.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
I see. So it's treason then, is it? Hi.
Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
This Mr. Everard you're singing about, is he committing a mutiny against the Wild Pines?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I don't feel like an asshole. I feel pretty justified in what I did.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is it with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
That's true.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
Yeah, sure. You're Ubi, right?
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Arish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then.
Never too old to lose your accent.
People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
See, those are rumors I hadn't heard before, but now that I've heard them, I'm kind of wondering if they're true. You ever fucked a sheep, Leo?
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
No, Kim. I gotta find out if you fucked a sheep. What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Sure.
Mister. Oh, I'm just making
So red
sure,
check,
mister.
balls.
About what?
Where is everyone? The harbor's empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't
Whoa.
have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
Man, I wish I could go on strike.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
You mean Measurehead?
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
What trouble did Titus and his boys get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
You can tell me. I'm basically a union member.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Well, everybody's taking some time off right now. It's a strike.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
But what did they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Oh, that's nice.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this under hard ease.
What kind of fight did they get into? Did they did they kill a mercenary? Actually, no. I want to hear about this fight that Leo got into.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You
Yeah, it doesn't seem like
I
he's
had
going to
a
be
bit
good
of
for
a
much
temper back in the
information, but he
day.
is good for
Flew off
fun.
the handle like nobody's business.
He's great for entertainment.
Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this.
Probably he didn't. He was probably too busy drooling.
Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr.
I wasn't
Everett.
doing much of anything
I'm
else.
sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here.
You're never getting anything useful out of him. It's good enough you found out Everard has a brother called Edgar, and he helped Leo.
I may not get anything useful, but I'm getting entertainment. Do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick.
Oh.
But everyone calls me Leo.
Hi, Leo.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away.
So you're like their left-hand man?
Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
A lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
What does he mean a skin like those candy
Stay
bars?
on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp
The
tool.
gardener.
Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river.
The gardener.
4 years she was gone, and when
That
she came back,
rat
she was all
bitch.
fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood.
I never
knows
forget a
everybody
grudge.
And gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Leo.
Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
Well, this is taking a depressing turn. Look, Leo, I think you're doing a great job around here.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
Oh, nice. The smile becomes even wider. I love this guy.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
He's gonna go and tell his wife about that. He's gonna be super happy. I like that. That makes me happy. Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was that about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Really now? What's in the borscht?
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
What do you mean by taking the soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Hold up, who makes it at the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together.
I don't know that language.
He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
I know, I don't speak that either. Looks like the borscht is Spike. I'm gonna look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He
Thanks,
didn't
Leo.
actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
Thanks, Leo. You're the best. You're the most agreeable dock worker I've found. To this point, anyways. What's in that container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
But containers contain. If there's nothing inside of a container, there's nothing that it's containing.
Told you.
Fuck off, Kim. I'm looking for the leader of the dock workers union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made merchandise what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
So you're saying they're about as old as you are?
Patience. Deep down you have the mental power to keep listening. Not many would, but you do.
I'm not going to interrupt him. I
Had
love
an
this guy.
arithmetics teacher, Miss Bellows. Her real name was Miss Bellams. She was a real pretty lady. But when she got mad, all the boys liked her, if you know what I mean, mister. We used to sneak in her yard in the dark and peek through the window. One time we saw Miss Bellows with a fellow. Yes, we did. Yes, we did, mister.
No, you fucking didn't.
Yes, we did. We did, mister. Indeed, we did. Him was a big, big fellow. Used to drive the troika near ours' school and everything. Them was all naked, too. That's all I got to say about that.
Very interesting, very interesting. Thank you for telling me the whole thing.
Thank you. Almost forgot. Mr. Everett is in that container over there. I got distracted telling the story, but he's in there.
Okay, see you later, Leo. Have fun. Hopefully I don't have to arrest you later. That would be a really awkward situation. I already professed how much I like you, so can't really go back from there. The special borscht. What's so special about the borscht? Let's see. I made a fascist statement? When did I do that? Well, well. Coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. Beautiful. A stair made of pallets leading up. Why, hello there, Mr. Everett. A taxidermy fish that tells time. Let's, I guess,
Before you,
go for
there's
it.
a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
What up, Mr. Clare?
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. A typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone.
Say nothing. Look him dead in the eye.
The one good eye of this man fills you up without even flickering. The other, his lazy eye, is constantly moving like a goldfish in a tank, grotesquely magnified by his +6 glasses.
Gross.
For a moment, you don't know where to look. It is unbearably humid in the trailer. Beads of sweat slide down the man's forehead.
Why is he wearing a large suit then?
Yet, he's unperturbed, holding his own.
Keep staring.
At first, nothing happens. His face wears a wide and self-satisfied smile. Every now and then, he smacks his big lips. Like a general over his maps, he plots his moves. Judging by the way he's licking his chops, it's
I
going
can
to be
lick
a good
just
one.
as well, Mr. Everett. If not better.
So,
Hello.
Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi,
Dubois.
how nice that you found a moment to pay a visit to the Debardairs Union. I'm Everard Clare, head of this little
Mr.
operation.
Dubois.
Please, have a seat.
I don't think I will.
The folding chair looks like a torture device. Extremely uncomfortable.
You go ahead, detective.
Why do I have to do it, Kim? I'm hungover.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff?
Wait, why are
I'm
you...
getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner. as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
Filtering.
He's trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure.
Alright, I'll take a
Excellent,
seat.
Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Try to wink back.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
I don't know, dude. Have you seen my gun?
The chair you're sitting
Ow.
on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Garth.
I know, what a
Some
bitch.
people have no manners. It pains me to say.
I know, fucko wants me to pay for my room.
This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
Wait, you know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
Yeah, whatever. I'll take your money. Thank you,
Don't
Everard.
mention it. But also, don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of course.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come back around to bite me later.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun.
Uh-oh.
Let me assure you, Union people are on it as
Uh-oh.
we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Do you?
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo.
Why does everybody know
Lost
about
gun,
that thing?
Lost gun. Lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black
Ow.
hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
How do you know about my lost gun?
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right.
Oh,
It's
thanks.
not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their
Oh,
own mouths.
balls.
It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a
Oh,
feeling
balls.
Everything's going to be all right.
Yep. Let's see if I can keep my composure on an 8% chance.
God,
Nope.
you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about
Fuck.
to cry, aren't you?
Yes, I
You're
am.
about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are going to shoot themselves with it.
No, I'm not about to cry.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this,
Oh,
Mr.
balls.
Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place.
While Everard is distracted by your odd behavior, the lieutenant's eyes are mapping everything around you. The folder, desk, papers on the wall.
Well, thank goodness. I'm glad he's getting something out of this fresh hell I'm being submitted to.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay?
No.
Can I get you a glass of water or something?
Not even sure that's my name.
Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Up to this point, my whole life has been a medical emergency.
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I
Oh.
don't even know what. As entertaining as it
Yeah,
was,
threw
I'm
him off his
afraid we're
game.
wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay,
Sure am.
enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Thank
It is
you,
about
Kim.
time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
I'm told the union is involved in the local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
I am.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what?
and gets over it in 2 seconds. Seems like it didn't really hurt him.
Yeah, he seems fine.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want, and let's change the subject.
Thank you
Okie
for
dokie.
your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
Why does he keep saying Harry?
Taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Stop calling me Harry. Aren't you going to ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age.
A man my age? What are you implying? I'm at the peak of my abilities.
Yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive.
Thank you, Everett.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Oh, man. Usually information doesn't even reach me after I request it. You called me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everett, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
So that's really my name?
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
Not very
I
well.
think the odds of that are very low.
My memory is fine. I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
That's true, Kim. He could help me learn about myself.
Asking too many questions will make you look weak. You should maybe focus on the folder.
Do you know where I live? Wait, let's get this straight. What is my full name?
It's Harry. Harry Dubois.
You feel like a Dubois, but you don't feel like a Harry. Strange.
I feel like a Dubois, but not quite like a Harry. Something longer.
Sure, okay. You're Harold. Harmon. Haroldamus. But that's not what the record says. The record says Harry Dubois. A real man's name. Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry. I, however, wish to help you any way I can.
Well, then. Do you know... Where did you get that folder?
This? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
Let's see.
Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me. Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Thanks.
Here. You're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Take care, Everett.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always.
Yes,
You don't have to
yes.
sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
That's true, I have. I don't want to again. I wanted to go over a couple of things about
Let's hear
me.
it, Harry.
Have another look at that folder.
Everett's large.
Damn it. I want the folder. It's a red check, too. A blue red
Mr.
check.
Dubois, let's hear it, Harry.
I have 0 in drama.
Everett's
Oh, my Lanta. I am certainly going to take it to the limit this time. Let's see. Alright, let's see if this makes it any
Mr.
better.
Dubois, let's hear it, Harry.
We're doing it.
Everard's
Damn it all. I'm gonna do it. One of these days. Any day now.
Mr. Dubois.
So
a
it
pleasure
constantly
as
lives in my
always.
fucking
You
brain.
don't have to. Let's hear it, Harry.
As you
Hell
look at the
yeah.
folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
I
Got
should.
the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Whoa, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you
Balls.
will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Yeah, we've done a really good job of keeping it up there.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt, a steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Also, I studied the footprints at the crime scene. Worker boots. You are a community leader. Help your community out.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you. Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down.
I would like that problem to be taken care of.
And Jean, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science. You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
Well, I hope the effort is not lacking
The
then.
only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Hold on, could he really hold my gun hostage?
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Does this mean if I do things for you, I will get my gun back? Let's see, wait, the gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in?
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it.
Well,
Now please,
rude.
let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important. Building our relationship for the good of Martinez.
Alright, Mr.
It did
Everard.
not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
Does this mean if I do things for you, I'll get my gun back?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
He is not.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to help him. I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you like I'm helping you with the body and your lost gun. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me,
I sense there's a but.
but there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, If we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Somehow I feel like that's not an option.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
I don't think that's an option, Kim.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
Does this jiggling ooze think he's going to use you? He's got another thing coming. Play his game, son, with your eyes peeled. He's going to slip up, and when he does, you're going to come out on top.
Why don't you just open it?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
I am in pretty good shape after all.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
I'm worried. What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
Damn it, fine. I'll look into it. We need to talk about that murder.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates.
So
Manana's
Manana's
like a free agent in the
got the
Union.
key, but you didn't
Special
send him to do it?
operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Alright. I'm looking into your shady brew, though.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all.
That's true.
You know
Well,
what?
actually, right now, there's
Don't
not much
even tell
moving.
me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
That is an idea. We'll have to think about that. I met Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see.
I know business
I hope you're
is
getting along.
going terribly well for you.
One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Even the guy up in the tree?
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez here. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her, because you and I are such good friends, and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. And with finding your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Everard, I am helping every side.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Gaumont?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
Okay,
Empty
another
all your
question.
barrels on me, Harry.
Best not to make him mad, I think. Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting.
Okay, that's a
Oh,
very
did
likely
I leave
story.
my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Everard, Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her.
Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way.
That's true.
Any good negotiator would.
I mean, I found a way.
And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, fair enough. You sure? I find it a little odd.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
Mostly I'm scared of
Okay,
you.
then. Positive emotions it is. You like positive emotions.
Okay, well, let's talk about something else now, pal.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization.
If you say.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
Okay.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
Okay, what's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the Kvalsund crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about
Okay.
cooking the container. You should at least try convincing it.
I will.
See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
Well, that went better than it could have gone, and worse than I wanted it to. So, all in all, I'd call that a victory. What's over here? What is this? Ooh, fallen gloves. Hell yeah. +1 half-light. Hell yeah. Now I'm cool. Now my shoes are looking cool.
You're back before the cargo container. It's
You're right. I have nothing to do here yet. Yep. Nothing to do but leave. Open apartment door, getting the body down. Oh, we gotta go get Measurehead to take that body down. Balls. Measurehead. Measurehead. What's up, baby?
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Alright, that's not very nice. Anyways, get the body down from the tree, lackey.
So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and
Thank
I
you,
will
Measurehead.
remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
Don't know why you had to specify that, but sure, fam.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
Okay then.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
Bye, Measurehead. Have fun.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Yeah, we're the law around here.
Cool. I like men with guns and power.
Do
I'm
you?
Tacky, by the way.
Hey, Katya, I just found out my name is Harry.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cop!
Fuck off.
Guarding that bridge like Everott's lapdogs!
So this is why Measurehead wanted us
The
to
RCM is
wait
for
here.
sale.
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
That's none of your business.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then
Kuno.
the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
He's back. What up, Measurehead?
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
There has been no side choosing. We did what we had to do to keep order.
And what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
Yeah, that happened. I won't deny that. Well, this is a bad look for me. Oh well. What up, my guy?
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Labor Utopia.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right, you talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Any idea who killed the hanged man?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
The harbor is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dock workers involved in the killing?
What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Well, theoretically, if they were to be pushed, how would they be pushed?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold up. I don't know what you mean by
He was
that.
an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Okay, that's what you mean by that. Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He means a more violent faction could easily take care of such a thing.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
Yeah, I wish it weren't mine. Everett said you had to have a key to a door?
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
You said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I'm not opening this door for myself. I'm opening it for all working men.
I knew this man was a commie. And it's a good thing you're doing too. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the green.
Hell yeah.
That's behind the wailing in rags.
Fight the
That's
power.
all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task? This weasel person, when he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting. Ask him about the Hardy Boys.
Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Hardys? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility.
Eh.
They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Communists? And superstars and apocalypse cops? Why are you striking?
We're negotiating our share.
Your share? Wait, so not wages or pensions or...
This stuff, they already covered.
At least you got the benefits. That's something.
It's not enough. Not enough to get ahead. More about keeping us in our place.
How large a share would you like?
All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
Are you a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all.
No, I mean, I'm a
Even a
communist.
weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
Right on, brother.
Just the way the world works, Boyadero.
The boss man, Everard. What can you tell me about him?
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
Fair enough. What does bossing the union entail, anyway?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
He does all
By
that.
that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
That does seem lavish to me, though.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion.
That's fair. You got me there.
Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
Fair enough. You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political situation.
Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. It
Then
all
why even
comes
work?
together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool. That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends.
Maybe I'm a boyadero.
No,
I could.
no. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if he could, effortlessly, go even wider, if need be, an endless torrent of time.
Good talking to you. Gotta run. I could be a boyadero. I disagree with that guy. Yep. Let's see. Let's go take a look at this body that we got down from the tree, why don't we?
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
gently laid on one side.
Beautiful.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Hell yeah, let's get in this
Yes.
bitch.
1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The fuck are they on about?
Shut up, Kuno.
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Don't we have someone else for this? A doctor?
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From autopsy to cleanup to social work. Everything.
Wait, honorary rank of detective? So I'm not an actual detective?
An honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able. Usually after 5 to 8 years of field work. Mine is lieutenant detective.
Yes, I feel like a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now,
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Enough.
Come back later, Corporal. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my Memento mori features. If possible, also see me in your dreams.
It's not only possible, my guy. I feel like it's more than likely. First, what exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Okay, but do you happen to have another pair of gloves?
Unfortunately, no.
I have gardening gloves. Maybe they're enough.
They are better than nothing. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes.
We just fill this in, right?
That's right.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger.
Hey,
The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol.
damn straight, I'm good.
The
Open
dead
your
man
ledger to the field
stares in
autopsy
silence
form.
as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts.
That's disgusting.
Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
Assistant
That's you.
Harry Dubois.
the corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says
Coroner's case number.
KK57-0803.0815. Next,
Name.
NA. Next,
Date of birth.
NA.
Age.
Roughly 50.
the corpse looks ageless,
Bet.
like meat on a hook,
Gross.
teeming with opportunistic microorganisms, letting out a foul-smelling diamine compound. Your eyes turn watery.
As for his race.
Mondial.
Sure.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
And sex?
Fucky, fucky!
Oh, good.
Male.
Pigs can have sex?
I'm gonna write male.
Nor does he look
I'm
male,
doing this right, so
with
Kim's
his pregnant belly
gonna be
and
proud of me.
indistinguishable face.
Alright, date of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51.
4/3. Wouldn't that be April 3rd? Or wait. Hold up.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
11. Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
I don't know what that means.
A strange word. Treatment.
What exactly is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Don't
Yeah,
overdo
well,
it.
actually,
It's okay to be unsure.
I'm not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over?
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dog walkers.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories, wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one.
Oh, fuck. That's depressing.
And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
Jesus.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot
Turn to
feel
the
Kim's
page.
hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
External examination. Summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodin, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodin, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
Look
The
at his
disappointment
look at his
is
dick. Look at his
palpable.
dick.
The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Nah, I think thing is appropriate for Kuno S.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem.
They're more just wild
Removal of the
animal
boots
than
is kept
person.
for processing.
All right.
Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini. The deceased
Writing
has a
it down.
cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
Writing it down.
Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing.
Writing it down.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch the corpse's hair before moving on. I'm just gonna write it down.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity.
Yeah, low
You
velocity.
think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
Whatever you want to say, fam.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
Kuno's velocity left something to be
In
desired.
addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Writing it
Ligature
down.
mark.
Oh, gross.
Steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the bell so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Good thing we got these chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the bell to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
Maybe you should hold him for me, Kim.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Alright, look
The
for a good
belt
spot
is
to cut.
equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east.
Aye, 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 what the fuck was that? Come on. Owie, that hurt. I'm not your pig, Kuno.
You are? You're Kuno's pig?
Concentrate on the belt, not on who is whose pig. There is no pig. There are only the chain cutters and the belt.
Alright, I'm gonna put something into physical instrument. Okay, 72% chance.
You jam the
You
cutters
gotta
right
be
under
kidding
the
me.
knot. That seems like a really, really bad smell is coming from there now.
Yeah, fuck him.
Told you my
Oh
I should
my
have a
good
go
lord.
first. I think I have a strategy.
He
All
sinks
right.
the cutters into the knot,
Fucking A.
preparing to perform the cuts, with his elbow to his knee for precision. Yes, that snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut, and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck.
I had a
and the dark
70%
red
chance. I can't believe I
ligature
fucking
mark
failed that
around
shit.
it.
Here. The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Yeah, it does seem about right.
Chest is intact. Normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia.
No! It's gonna happen, see?
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what
God
they've been
damn it.
waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Jerk him off, Kim. Jerk off that
Genitalia
corpse.
is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Does it look like he was enjoying his moment of death?
Ah, yes, your hunch before. We can have a semen analysis requested from processing, if that's what you meant.
Yes, processing, science. That's what I meant.
Just write down that we request an analysis.
The corpse with his pants down does not
Would have
have
rather
an
had the
opinion
psychic
on the
thing.
subject. All he has is genitals and a deathly odor.
I'm going to inspect the genitals.
The dead man's penis is average size.
Well, at least he's not
congested
well,
from the
maybe.
downward
Is he bigger than me?
collection of blood.
I need you to tell me if he's
The
bigger than me.
testicles are uneven in length,
Yeah.
hanging
Nice.
underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch.
But is he bigger than me?
You should touch it.
No, I'm not going to touch it. Write it down. Add
Back
semen
is
sample.
symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain that knew little tenderness in life.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
This is the body of a soldier, a mercenary.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars.
Alright, writing it down.
Last item. Hands.
Let's see. Pick up the
His
hand.
flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
My name
I'm
is...
only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
Pleasure's all mine. Tell me, are you a temple of pain and a stranger to tenderness?
You get me, Corbo.
And you get me.
I feel like you were once for tenderness and kisses yourself, but then shit went south and now you're ahead of even me on the pain front.
Yeah, shit happens. Made me
You
sad.
should do this
Life
more
is like
often.
that.
Be close like this, I mean.
I don't know about that.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
That's fair. Writing it
Ooh.
down.
That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Let's do an
Central
internal
nervous
examination.
I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
It don't even have a joke.
Nope.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth.
Gross.
Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
I do not like that.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
Alright, Kuno S.
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
Writing it down.
Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands.
That's terrifying. Let's look inside the dead man's
No
mouth.
scream. No sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like throwing up. Straight in that mouth. No, you don't. You can keep it in. You can keep anything in.
Let's see.
You manage to suppress the
gonna
contractions
look at-
trying to enter your stomach. All it takes is concentration. Through it, you see nothing but darkness. More meat and darkness.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Hemorrhaging present in
Okay. I'm gonna write that down.
Hepatobiliary, NA.
Wait, don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I don't think
Neither
so.
am I.
Alright.
Same for toxicology and serology, NA.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there.
The completionist in me wonders if there's something we could still do.
We already have one test as per regulation, and we already requested semen.
Pigs requested semen like it's no big deal.
I'm not even interested in these boring milk cuts anymore. I haven't sucked him off or anything.
Yes, better to leave it at that. More important.
Leave it NA, then. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet.
Why can't I order all the tests?
Hypostasis.
Do we
is
just not have the
visually
budget?
consistent with the hanging.
Writing it down.
Gastrointestinal. Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Write it down. Omit the
What's next
voila.
on the list?
Description of injuries. Summary.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
What about the injuries we've inflicted?
Oh, so we inflicted them?
Okay, I've inflicted.
Okay, so there's an incision on the thorax from a chain cutter. I wouldn't mention it. Better not to muddy the waters.
I agree. The waters are muddy enough.
See? These pigs are fucking corrupt.
Why don't you fuck him if you love him so much?
You tell him, Kuno S.
Now, injuries.
Number 1, bite
chest
marks.
and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Writing it down.
And your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
You tell him, Kuno.
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
I'm writing down
Coagulated
maximum
blood
velocity
sticks to his
too.
scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Alright, non-fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next.
Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Interesting.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
Let's see. Opinion, fatal
That's
injury.
it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
First, how did it go?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We requested a test to be run on the genitals. That was the règle. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath.
What
we
else?
were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Oh yeah.
Hell
Well
yeah.
done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
Nope. What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
Alright.
He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse.
Damn it. Legendary
You
perception.
run your hands over the victim's the corpse seems...
Do you think
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Yes. I've got a gut feeling that there's more to this corpse.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Okay, where do we find a fridge for the body?
Industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
Fuck are you looking at, being old man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
Only if all else fails.
Alright, let's hurry then.
This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
That's true. I mean, it's been up there for a little bit already, though. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's see. Ask around about a fridge, punch clock, payphone, mirror, interfacing, window, visual calculus, encyclopedia, mirror, chemistry, pile of clothes. I need to go get that fucking map. That's what I need to do. I also need more composure. Oh, I've already uploaded. I can't upgrade my composure anymore. I am physically incapable. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time? I am not.
You could be, Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
No, Glenn, they aren't.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? You must be kidding, right? Yeah, good one, officer. Real funny. But this establishment only takes cash. Now, do you have that cash, Mr. Novelty Check Man?
Frit, near the gate. They'll exchange it.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
How could anyone forget, asshole?
You're already set for the night. Your door is unlocked. Yes, yes, for the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right? Well, I have a fridge, and you're not putting it here. Because this is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. I can't believe you even asked me.
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No. The answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
Let's go talk to the Frit clerk.
Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers. Who told you that? Fine, yeah, it looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know, so I can forward them the repair bill. Yes?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence. The man keeps shaking his head. His eyes seem sad. Then he starts swiping crumbs off the countertop.
I don't think he understands, officer. We need to find some other way to make ourselves clear. He's from Grad, a Koiko.
With the mention of the word Koiko, the cook starts talking excessively, his hands up in the air again. He's happy for some reason.
Why am I the corpse? Doesn't matter. I don't think he understood us anyway. He wouldn't be smiling if he did.
Oh, no. What do you know, Fridge more. No. I know.
Okay, we have our answer. It won't fit. We need a bigger fridge.
The mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends. The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Boars need more vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Vodka borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself!
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg. The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak. The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. He doesn't like where this is going. You should punch a fucking hole in it. The murmur in your ears recedes slowly. Your breathing normalizes. That's one lucky door.
Yes? Hello? Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
Looking for something to read. It is. I know you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
What with? My husband? No, he's not. I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time. No. Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
She has, though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
What? Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing.
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else then.
No, absolutely not.
She gives you a short nod and shifts her attention back to books.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
I don't even have a cockatoo. And guess what? Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing. Great. Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Wonderful. The store is open.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. An array of neurons fire up with joy. Bum her a cigarette, lest it turn to pain. The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus? Yes, yes. How was it? I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us. But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
You don't have anything of substance to tell her until you found that entity of hers.
A book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies.
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo. Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems.
Fuck me, I've been muted this whole time. That's
don't have
embarrassing.
behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool.
What about this guide to cockatoos, storekeeper?
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
I want to buy the guide to cockatoos.
Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around.
Indeed. La Fumée. Alright, time to read up on cockatoos.
Is a parrot with an erectile crest
erect.
found on the Seminine Islands and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues.
What do you mean behavioral issues? Tell me more.
This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated.
Alright, what problems do these birds have?
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day.
A lot less than some
They
humans,
love
though.
to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
I could handle that. It would be nice to have someone to talk to when feeling
Pet
lonely.
owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream.
Well, that's terrifying.
Pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
Right, that's pretty bad. Anything else?
It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food.
I feel like
every
that's the
day,
truth for every
and give
animal.
them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own.
I feel like that's pretty standard for most animals. Yes, but there has to be something great about cockatoos as well.
You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle, and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels.
That is excessive.
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it.
Bitchin'. What about the major majestic?
Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature. In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species.
I think I'm a major majestic. What about the bang bang cockatoo?
Despite its banging name, the bang bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species.
So the only good thing about it is its name?
All Seminoese forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly grey and white. The Seminoese name, bang bang, is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins. The bang is for all the scary things in the world that may happen at any time.
Honestly, this bird does sound a bit like me.
Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
Isn't that obvious? Major majestic, here I come.
Right. Your Majesty embodied. This big, beautiful bird belongs on your heraldry.
Damn fucking straight. And don't you forget it. Let's see.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
I'm gonna buy it.
Good to be informed of your surroundings.
Yeah, it is. Now I can actually see what's... Let's see. Look at that. Mirror. Look at that. It'll actually show me where this stuff is. Bitchin'. That's good. I've used all of my money for it, but that's good. Alright, let's take a look in here.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. After
Unlocking the
exerting
door,
some
Daddy-o.
force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room. You feel the tiny hairs on the back of your neck rise up, as if someone's standing right behind you.
Okay.
An uneasy knot forms in the pit of your stomach. Outside,
What is
the
this
wind
feeling?
howls in from across the bay. The building at Rue de Saint-Ghislain stands like a matchbox on its side, with men inside, like little wooden sticks, ready to catch fire. A panicking woman squeezes the pendant around her neck until it leaves a mark inside her palm. A man, a few meters away, stands frozen with a key in his hand. Somewhere inside, a spider is spinning its web.
Well, I'm gonna go in. No fear. Oh, looks like Tim wants to talk. Or Kim. Looks like Kim wants to talk. It's the netherworld, beyond the veil.
No, it's a gym. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
What if there's a reason why no one's been here for
Yes,
ages?
because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
I'm still going to look for supernatural explanations, Timothy. And you can't stop me. Ooh, shot put ball. Hell yeah. Oh, dude, that is $13.77. There's a lot of money I can get for that shit.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps
I can lift that.
These weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. Why does it feel so familiar?
Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone.
So I was a wrestler?
It's just a memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
I don't know when that was. Well, this isn't going to work out. Here we go. Yep, that hurt.
You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with back. See? This place is cursed. Even your body has failed you. It's a miracle you didn't injure yourself.
Seems like I'm a little out of shape. Or maybe these gloves just suck.
Proper weightlifting gloves would definitely afford a better grip.
Alright. Let's get out of here, Daddy-O.
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Flashlights go in hand?
Yes, you might even call it a feature of the universe that you need to hold tools to use them.
That makes so much sense.
Right. Now let's get to it.
Some area.
Fair enough. Alright, I'll equip the flashlight. The hallway is blocked by old window panes. God damn, what is going on in this area? Okay, we are really deep in that haunted area now, aren't we? A naked mannequin torso. A strange yellow color. Aha, free money. Blue velvet, soft to the touch and moth-bitten. Aha, more free money. Is this Emma's atelier? I don't know what that means. Keys with slipstream. Production schedule filament memory. Okay. I just got some... Oop. But where are the clothes it used to display? Oh, nope. That goes... Alright, let's see. Scroll across a notebook. Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Where does this go? Holy crap. I want to go back. I don't know where I'm going even.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what now?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system.
I don't know anything about a cardiovascular system.
Capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're dealing with something medical here.
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled The Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program.
Wait, who's the game master?
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people.
Oh, so it's like an online game. An MMO, if you will. If it's a game, then who's
Whoever
playing?
decides to call in to a call-in station.
Yeah, seems like an MMO.
All of this is gone, left unrealized.
Like most dreams.
There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Why do you say that?
The schedule.
What does that mean?
I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else? Squint at the lines. Tell me more, lines.
It's just lines
Balls.
on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
So we just found the remnants of a failing company.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard.
Is that an elf?
covered in scribbles, sketches,
Holy shit.
and schemes, like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. These lithe,
What do these
pointy-eared
drawings look like?
creatures appear to be
Yep,
different
they're
types
elves.
of welkins.
You
You
knew
make
it.
out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic, translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those
Sidereal.
creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind?
Tortured,
One of the Welkins,
feverish.
towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
This guy seems like a genius. Examine the Welkin. This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin. His face white
I wish I
and
were a high
scarred like
Welkin.
cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist.
Oh.
The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged.
Rutrow.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
One Welkin to rule
An
them all.
inordinate amount of
One
time
ring
was spent
to...
drawing
Or
these
one
little
welcome
Welkin
to...
creatures.
I don't remember all the words. Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Let's see. Who are these creatures? One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
That's fair. It's a cool world.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
I know.
And for what? All gone.
Dreams die. Usually. Inspect the photos.
collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night.
Depressing.
You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow.
Even more depressing. Wowee, that is a stark contrast to the elves.
Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore.
The Welkins,
There
sorry.
are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones.
Kim, what kind of game were they building? I'm starting to get concerned.
Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much needed respite from our own world.
I could go for some morphine right now.
A pinned postcard reads, the heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe.
Huh. Poignant.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money.
What time do I need to be at the smoker's apartment again? Balls. Smoker on the balcony. Sometime after 2100. Alright, what happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
That is depressing.
Looks like they didn't make it.
You don't say.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
I have that.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise.
Damn. This is a real bummer of a place.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer.
Yes.
Just sitting here without anyone inside. But we are looking for a fridge, and we are pressed for time, so...
But we have a radio computer right in front of us.
On the other hand, it's not that I'm not interested in abandoned radio computers.
Do you think I should turn it on?
Maybe the body has stopped decomposing somehow. I don't know. You're in charge of this expedition, officer.
Is the lieutenant a little
Fair enough.
Just now when he looked around.
All right, we'll find a place to put the body. Actually, I'm gonna turn it on. I don't fucking care.
The dusty radio, the machine lights up like some prehistoric.
Is it really a
from its
huge
slumber,
deal?
Revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
Inserting.
With a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter?
Could be.
Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some alien seal-like technology.
Or it's, you know what? No, I like that. Alien seal-like technology.
Slowly filling up the abandoned hall until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat.
What up?
Is this the production schedule?
What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
You mean that glowing thing I put inside?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
You should ask her for it.
Password. I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do. Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Is this the game telling me not to
Accident.
try and
Is
keep
there anything else I can do for you today?
looking? Why'd you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Okay, but do you have any other information about this company?
One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
And what's that, this interactive call-in radio game? It sounds like just an
Any
MMO
other questions?
radio game. Okay. Well, I guess not. What are you, a machine? Or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old.
Ooh,
and
bitchin'.
my name is Yvonne.
What up, Yvonne?
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
On an island
Bitchin'.
on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark. Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Doesn't it get lonely doing this job?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
I mean, I talk to people all day at my job, but I certainly get lonely because those people suck.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident. Thank you.
That's not
and
true. They don't
goodbye.
suck. They're just mean.
Tiles on the cube are
Not very
still
friendly.
smoldering, casting the framework in a Nothing happens.
Balls. Alright, I'm leaving. Hello, Kim.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Looks like an... it's just a failed quiz. It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making?
Yes, that is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
How are they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a
So it's hidden behind a paywall.
Then there's the game master frequency. that
Bourgeoisie
listens in on
bastards.
smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Is this a thing that's been done before, Timothy?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
But not in Revachol?
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interisolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
Clearly that's why it failed. And this was a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
Bitchin'. What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
Alright. I mean, I don't think it was too late, but if you believe so, that's we could have done it, Kim. We could have done it. This looks like a fridge.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hyper-carnivore. Be careful.
What is this thing? It looks like a giant ice bear.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
I'm cracking open the
Gust of
door.
freezing cold air
Hell
rushes
yeah.
to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself.
Kim?
This is the inside
We got
of the
our
refrigerator.
body, Kim.
The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun. The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
I'm taking the note.
Pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Hell yeah.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
Kim, this fridge looks perfect for the corpse. We don't have to ask around anymore.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is big enough, and cold enough too.
But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can.
Shall we go and get the body then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage.
The two of you, easily.
Alright, let's do this thing.
It's heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement. Then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Beautiful.
Bitchin'.
Dead body in a nice bare fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
Hell yeah, it is.
Definitely earned a drink after this. Perhaps even some pagan rites.
Really? You think it's good work?
No, not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in a nice bare fridge. This story does not leave this room.
Yeah. We did our best with the means at our disposal. Yeah, I'm not proud either, but we did find a fridge.
As impressive as the fridge is, this is a small victory among numerous defeats. At least
Yeah,
we've stopped
that's
the body
true.
from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances.
Indeed.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
I'm searching the body. Oh,
touch the
still
It'll
nothing.
come to you sooner or later. At least he's safe here until then.
Man. What's a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first
Good
place?
question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper
I
carnivore?
know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
Who's paying the electricity
was being
bill?
catastrophic. On the other hand, it did help us with a certain corpse situation.
Lucky us.
Alright, time to close that door, Daddy-O. Let's see. What else is there down here? An ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged. Flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Wait, a hidden doorway where? Aha! I found the hidden doorway.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Where are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Look, there's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Okay, sure, I
Your
do.
hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles, Kim?
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the
Looks
rest.
like there's still one
but
that's
one
good.
catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
This one looks nice.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
What does this mean? A rifle
It means
here?
there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
Probably
He
will.
likes this find.
Alright. Well, let's leave it at that. 2 rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Lord. How many... Oh god, this is... Navigating this is awful. The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now. What
A
is
thick
this?
layer
Oh
of
shit.
coal
Hello.
dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
What is it? Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs. I'm hallucinating. Or maybe it's the entity.
Wait, really? Take your head out of the chimney, please. It's not safe.
It feels safe to know that the lieutenant's got your back, now and always. This sounded real, not imagined. A lush layer of coal
Hell yeah.
now covers your skin, sinking into
I am
the
one with the
wrinkles.
people. I am
Eyes
true
look
proletariat man.
You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
No. No.
Yes, how grown up. The furnace agrees.
No.
The lieutenant seems relieved as well.
That would be a bad idea. Those voices I heard. Maybe it's a malignant entity. Plaisance said it lives in a chimney.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
Then what was the chatter you heard?
Alright, I'm gonna... Let's see. Quick save real quick.
A thick layer of cold
I'm
dust
yelling
covers
hello.
the furnace. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease.
Oh,
Then,
yeah. Hi!
You've awakened the entity. And it's a woman. Of course. The malicious entities are always women.
Hello? Are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low
I found the
noise
entity.
upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Hell yeah, let's go upstairs. Well, not upstairs. I'm gonna search over here real quick first, for funsies, you know. Gotta make sure I'm not missing nothing. Frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Hell yeah, more money, more Nosafed.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
The ice cream maker, you say?
2 cables, something close to you, dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
It's black. It's not like it's the red one. Because it's black, the color of immeasurable cosmos.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. Somewhere, a machine hums along with the current, happy and contented.
You happy, Kim? I plugged it back in. Ooh, insane mesh tank top. What does this give me? Ooh, +1 drama. Let's see, what does the shirt I'm currently wearing give me? +1 conceptualization, -1 suggestion. Alright. I'm throwing on this shirt. I look cool, damn it. Whoop. Wrong way. Gotta go back upstairs so I can talk to the lady. Hey, lady. Where's this curtain? Said it was on the second floor. Let's see. Oh, wait. Over here near these stairs? Is this it? Must be. Oh, yeah, it must be it. What up, lady? It's full of dice. Colorful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them. Candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Alright, I'm gonna quick save again. What up, lady? Or dude.
Hello. I'm Nia.
Hey, Nia.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean by milieus?
Yes, a Milius is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
You must have confused me with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here.
Damn straight, lady.
Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Kim, we can get it back up and running.
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some
Very
dice.
good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
This person means you or no one else. Absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
How did you become a dice
How
maker?
did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
I feel you
doesn't
there.
Let it show, but there's anger in there. She doesn't like jewelers. Thinks they're a mob.
I also hate the
Some
bourgeoisie.
of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dyes out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Or it's just a character.
She's thankful
Maybe their
for the
character's
security
nice.
they provide her.
What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going
Oh
on
yeah,
in
like
the
Kuno?
women's backyard.
Like a guy throwing a corpse
During
at a...
daytime, there are usually those
Yep.
kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers
Yep,
hanging about.
that also tracks.
Must be because of the strike.
Both of those
She's
track.
not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
And you never took your eyes off the work to look out of the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard
Damn.
to make anything out in
pretty
the yard
poignant.
when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see. Fair enough, thank you.
Anything else, officer?
Hey, where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Place
Damn
on
straight it
front.
is.
There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
It is creative. I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't those stories are true.
Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
No, the whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off and customers have trouble paying bills. I'm the malicious entity.
And then there is me.
I think you'll do fine.
I've been here for 14
Holy
years,
shit!
selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Let's see. I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in this so-called curse. Let's see. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. I'll be the first to admit there are
just
many
about to
inconsistencies in this curse.
What do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
The jig is
Uh-oh.
The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity. Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
She's a nice lady. I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
Sure fucking is.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
Let's see, do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Rats scuttle in the dark rooms, under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobwebs cover
I
rotors
will
and radio computers alike.
come back later
So
for
much
this.
failure.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
A gust of
Oh, hey.
air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Hey, Nia, the curse is real, and I figured out why it had spared you.
Didn't we already talk about this?
It's because you're not in the same building as the others. This isn't technically the doomed commercial area.
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
No. Listen to me, Nia. This used to be a coal plant. You're in a chimney of another building.
This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but it makes the curse work still.
Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
It has a different address in the heart of the city.
And what? Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Yes, I think so.
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces.
Actually, it's only your workshop that's protected. You should still do something to defend your person.
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
What?
Do you know what this is?
Your lucky charm, some kind of ward?
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed.
Oh.
It was a small jewelry
Aw.
shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
Why are you telling me this?
It wasn't just the jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
Don't call it a dump. You made it nice and cozy here.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again.
Yeah, that's true.
Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls.
Inherent violence.
It's like every time
My
you
favorite
cast a
Joaquin
die,
Phoenix movie.
something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world. But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
Goodbye. Well, shit. That's depressing. Let's see. The precarious world. Temporary all red checks fail for 4. Well, that's not gonna be good for me. But does it... It's gotta have an upside, right? I mean, they wouldn't just do that to me without an upside. I hope. Yeah, you know what, I don't think... You know what? Why not? Why the fuck not? Let's go ahead and do let's go ahead and do the precarious world. I forget, is White Morning a good one? Shit balls, that is that's -2 logic, -1 authority. 5 hours, -1 authority. I guess that wouldn't really affect me too badly. I'm going for White Morning. Alright. Let's internalize those. Oop. Oop. Whoop whoop. Alright. I think... Oh, fuck. Where am I? Autosave. Hell yeah. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Item gained. Postcard La Delta. Okay. I don't think there's anything else in the doomed industrial complex for me to find right now. Well, I'm going to go ahead and save. Because I'm feeling tired and I want to go to bed. Anyways, thanks for watching. Check back next time for more Disco Elysium. And have a great night.